Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to my first review of the first ever toy review. This is Safari Gao Oh from series Super Sentai Resha Sentai Tokyuger. It's actually the movie version. Uh, got this used over at cstoys.com. Highly recommend go take a look at everything they got there. Got this within a week, actually, surprisingly. Um, yeah. So, if you've never seen the series, Tokyuger was a training series that kind of divisive among Super Sentai fans. Personally, I didn't care for the original concept arts and the original promo arts, but then actually watched the series and loved it. I will admit, though, I've never watched the movie that this is from. Uh, I've seen clips of the Zord online on YouTube, but other than that, I don't really know much about the series and the movies, or I should say the movie. Um, and it's been out for a couple of years now. I think at the time of this recording, out 3 or 4 years. So first off, we have the Lion Russia, which is just another, basically a remold of Red Russia. Other than obviously it's white and blue. And I unfortunately don't have Tokyo. I am looking to get it. You got the sword here, sword gun. It's remolded a little bit to look more like a lion's tail. That just pegs in. It just pegs in right here for storage and train mode. Uh, most people have show. I don't have instructions with it, but most people show it with it having stored going forward. I personally prefer to have it going backwards. Tokyo also does not have this piece, which is just an added extra piece to help make the lion mode and some of the differences, and that just pegs on right here onto the back, right here on these little pegs. Um, Now this, if I did have the Morpher, all these trains do interact with the Morpher. They are different than the uh, original the original Russia. Unfortunately, I don't have the Morpher, and I will admit I have no intentions of getting the Morpher. Now, like I said, this is supposed to be a lion. Kind of very obvious that it's a lion if you look at the face. And that there's slight other differences besides that, where this here is a little bit too tall. The smokestack is a little bit too tall. Unfortunately, that makes it to where you cannot combine it to form the big combination, the Chocho Tokidayo, or as, since this is Safari Gao Oh, it would be Chocho Gaodayo. Try saying that 10 times fast. This here is the green, it's an alligator. It's supposed to be an alligator. And everything works just like the other. Sorry, did that a little bit off camera. Just pulls out. You just got the little tab here to connect it, to make it to where it will turn. I won't show them all connected as trains because, frankly, I don't have a recording spot big enough for that. It's over 4 foot, almost 4 foot long. I believe this was supposed to be, or is supposed to be the Green Rangers Russia, or equivalency of the Green Rangers Russia, without having the actual toy here to show, because basically these are all the same. The other four are the same as molding wise as their regular TV counterparts, with the exception of just the paint. This is supposed to be an equal though. I think this is supposed to be Blue's equivalent. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, feel free to say so in the comment section down below. This here is, it's obviously a panda. Forms an arm. Very easy to tell what it is. And And then, so if I hadn't seen another reviewer say it, this is supposed to be a cat. And right there's like just the cat eyes and everything. Um, or the cat eyes are right there where the headlights would be, and got the regular just the ears. And since kind of reminds me of Morgana from Persona 5, if you've ever played Persona 5. So yeah, these do combine together to form one giant long train. Like I said, I'm not going to show that off here because I don't have a spot big enough for it. But let me just tell you, it is long. And they also do come together to form a lion mode. I'm going to try to do that here on camera. So give me just one moment here. And mind you, I don't have instructions, so I'm trying to do this all from memory of other videos. So you just take off all these parts here. Just line off to the side, so stuff off to the side. Take off. I've heard people call them the henshin pieces, the pieces that have little sensors here for the morpher to recognize. Take that off. Set that off to the side. Take that off. Set that off to the side. Yep. Just kind of fold these pieces up, flip them down, and then you just go ahead and connect it like you would if you're forming Tokyo or Safari Gao Oh. So just put this piece right here, slide it in, locks into place. Take this, just slide it on in. Okay. Oh, yep, folds back like that, folds back along there. Oh, that's right, you gotta take the line part off there too. Yeah. And then fold the lion head down. That just connects right onto there. I have a feeling I've done something wrong here, but someone out there in the comment section is probably screaming at me. No, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and leave that connected up. Actually, I think I do. So, then you take this piece here, and you just connect it right there, like that. Then you take this, like you would if you form it like the foot, stick it on the respective correct side. So green matches with green, orange matches with orange. And then take these parts, like you're forming the arms. Then take these claws. Oops, got the wrong one here. Grab these claws. And, just plug them right on in. Just plug that right on in there, like you do for the arm. And as a couple other reviewers have noted, it's best to plug the claws in before, because otherwise it keeps them from scratching up the paint too much on the faces. Which mine are already kind of scuffed up, because like I said, I bought these used, so you just do the same thing on this side. And such. And then just for the lion's tail, make sure you plug it in correctly. And there you go. Now you've got a lioness, or if you would rather, put the mane on and make it a lion. And I actually like it. Once I get Tokyo, I'll probably have this permanently displayed in lion mode just because I like it. And one of the clips I did see, it has Tokyo writing on Lion Gao Oh. I don't know if that actually is feasible with the toys. If that is, I might just have it displayed like that, because frankly I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of reminded me of the Red Dragon Zord from MMPR or Season 2, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2, riding the White Tiger Zord, or from Gosei Sentai Die Ranger, if you prefer the Sentai version. The one thing I am sad about though is, after I did watch the series for ToQger, is that Saban decided to skip ToQger. I personally liked ToQger. I wish they would have done ToQger. There's many different ways. I actually had a whole plot device written out for how they could actually work it and make it work for America. But I didn't submit it, and no one knows what it is. So that's gonna be that. So to take this from the lion mode into the sorry, my brain goes dead for a second. Into the lion mode, into the Megazord mode. I just ripped the back legs off there. Sorry, I did that off camera. Pull the tail off, obviously. Take the head part off. Stand this up and turn. Oh, sorry, fold the arms down. Turn the claws around, so you can turn them to fold down like that. And then just plug the. So make sure I got this on camera here. Plug the head back in down here. Okay, there we go. It's kind of a little stiff there. No pun intended. And just fold it right up like you would normally. And then take these pieces off. Make sure you put them on the correct leg, otherwise it won't sit exactly right. Separate the legs out. Stand it up. Let's go ahead and move the camera up just a little bit. Then take on the back here, flip up the head to reveal nice lion head. And then this piece just plugs right onto the back on these pegs here. And yeah, it just plugs right onto the back here. Always trying to get it lined up. It's kind of like going blind. Now, you can have it hold the sword. You just have to take the claw out. And you store the claw right here. Right here on the hole mark where you normally would store it. And then just plug the sword or gun into its hand. Now, I sometimes like to do this little number, not have it hold its claws at all, and have it look like it has a giant mane going all the way around. It takes a little bit of imagination to see, and if you've seen the series, you know the series is all about imagination. So, now, getting down here, I mean, it's really awesome. If you don't want to have it holding the sword, it does store it. Just like with the regular Tokyo, so I've been told. Just right there. And you can just kind of hang down like it has a tail, like it's a giant humanoid lion. Kind of like Leo, I believe it's Leo Convoy from Transformers. Oh, I don't know what it is in Japan, but Transformers Cybertron. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite figures. I can't think of what his name is. Leo Breaker. That's what his name was here in America. For some odd reason I can remember his Japanese name. I couldn't remember the Japanese series. But if you also look at his face, it's kind of got a lion-esque head right there. But it's got like a knocker. I don't know exactly why, but oh well. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's Russia Sentai ToQger's Safari Gao Oh. And personally, I love it. I love the toy, especially once I got my hands on it. I loved it. I wish I knew more about the movie version, or the movie in general. Apparently it comes from space. So why we have a safari-themed Megazord from space, I don't know. But Next up will be Diesel O, and then Build Dio. And then I will not be doing their combination, even though you can combine Diesel O and Safari Gao to form their form, their combined form, and it works. You, however, cannot successfully combine all three together, like I said, because of this right here. You can make it look like it's combined, but it's not. But thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoy. Have a good night now.